So here we are. Now we're going to attach the very last pin, pin 0, which will be attached to the snap down here, to the input to the NeoPixel ring. Not doing a very good job with the needle here. If you fray your thread this much, then make sure you just cut off the frayed end. Sorry. So you cut it off and try again. I do recommend wetting the end of the conductive thread for when you're trying to thread it through the needle. Alright, so I will do 1 stitch to the side like this, or maybe 2 to get closer to the input pin. So I'm going to lift this up a little bit, and I'm gonna go a little bit loopy here because it's easier. But you can also do a straight stitch. Okay, so you can see how my stitch, oh, got caught. There we go. Make sure you watch out for that. But now I'm lined up with the input pin. So as before, I'm going to go through the felt at the bottom and go through the input pin. So bottom up works a little bit better. Make sure you don't pull too tight so that you can actually have room here for your gemma. And once you have your first stitch through the input pin, this is a good time for you to take your gemma and snap it into place to ensure that you have everything arranged correctly. Having a little bit of a hard time snapping it into these two. Perhaps too much glue on pin 0. I might have to clean that up a little bit. So I'll take care of that a little bit later. But the gemma does fit well in the NeoPixel ring. So now I'm going to go and loop through several times for the input pin. This is also why nail polish is recommended for securing the fraying thread, because it will not create these larger bulges on top of the snaps, and so you don't have to clean up for it to actually snap in place. So going from felt through the input pin, looping through, put a little loop here and pulling it tight. And that should be good. So you snip off the end and you put some glue. Now I'm going to rearrange my wings, and there you have it. The gemma is now attached to the NeoPixel ring and attached to the bow. Next step will be for you to add the battery and then to turn it on. If the gemma is already programmed, then we'll work right off the bat. So let's see if this one is programmed or not. So here I have one of my batteries. There are many different size batteries. Usually they have a little bit of charge coming out of the packaging. So I'm going to plug it into the JST connector, and let's power it on. Nope, I don't think this one is programmed, but we'll do that next. Oh, it is. So the issue here is that our pin 0 is not properly contacting right now because it's not fully snapped in. I will take care of that next, but in the meantime, I'm going to turn this off with this nice little switch, and I'm going to show you how the battery fits into this. So you basically take it to the back of the bow, and all you have to do is just stuff it in like this. A little bit of the wire will hang out, and that's fine. We want to show off that we actually did make this ourselves. And then you're going to